Hey everybody, welcome to part 3 of the Lost Ark Bard. So, very first thing we're going to do right now is look at our pet quest. Pets are extremely important in Lost Ark because they pick up loot for you. Now, I've been kind of cheating a bit using my cat, which I got out of my founder's pack. But if you don't have that, this gives you a good chance to go ahead and get that pet.
Spinning.
So it's a guide quest. It shows up in your journal, which you can use with Alt-J as in journal. And we're going to go ahead and talk to Neria here and get a couple side quests from her. She also offers something called a report quest. It used to be called affinity in Russia, but rapport, I guess, is what they were trying to go for. That allows you to get special bonuses from her based upon how good your affinity, how good your rapport is with the character. So right now you can see that I'm talking to Neria and I'm waving. I'm doing various different activities, which are going to increase her rapport level up at the top.
How do I become a better cook?
Now she also has an affinity quest that you can get if you want, or a rapport quest that you can get, which is the purple one or the blue one, whatever it is. I'm a little colorblind, so pardon me. This quest allow you to get better rapport with her, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. You kind of run around and talk to a bunch of people. You do get an achievement for it in your welcome achievements, but I don't know if it's worth it. But in your rapport section, you can actually claim rewards for each of the characters. So the better your rapport is with character, the better reward. And you can see that in higher levels, you actually get things like cards and other things. And cards will actually help your character get better at resistances and so on and so forth. So this lady, Neria, she offers several different things, and they're not that great, but, you know.
Hey, have you heard? Demons have appeared on Ankumo.
There's some other characters that you'll find later that have even better rewards for rapport.
Thank you.
So once again, we're going to take a look at this character. They don't really have that much for us right now. So, moving on.
Anything exciting going on today? I can't believe these demons are here.
So to do our pet quest, we go over and talk to this young girl. And basically, she's got problems sorting out some stuff that she needs to sort. So we open up this can. And because I have my pet from my founder's pack, he'll sort it for me. Of course, if you don't have a founder's pack pet, you're going to have to do that all by yourself. But it is actually worth it, so go ahead and do it. By the way, you can also buy pets with premium currency from the store. So now we go talk to this little girl. And by the way, finishing the guide quests actually give you bonuses. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing it, even though I already have a pet. There's several guide quests that you'll encounter later, and they're all worth doing because they give you achievements, they give you rewards like gold, and they give you a lot of other benefits for doing them. So after we talk to this girl, we go up and talk to Shanty, who's the pet trainer. He'll give us our pet, and then we right-click on it in our backpack, and then use Alt-P to open our pets list, and then you can select which pet you want to use. So now that we've got our pet, let's go ahead and get some of our welcome achievements. The welcome achievement is in the upper right, and there are a lot of them I haven't collected, so we'll just rip through this really fast. They all give you loot, usually loot, sometimes important loot, but they also give you achievements in your overall gameplay. And then we'll go through and create our guild. Wanted to use the same guild name that I used in Russia, but apparently it would not let me use that name. So I'll just go ahead and cut through me trying to find whether the guild is in the system already. It isn't actually. I don't know why I couldn't use the name, so I just decided to use a different name completely. Okay, that works. I'll go ahead and mess around with the guild settings later. You can change your crest and your coat of arms and your tasks and everything. But now my friends will at least be able to join my guild and play with me. Okay, now that the guild's established, I was just about to go meet the priest in the church, and I realized that I had still a blue icon on my minimap, so apparently there's something I hadn't done with the quest on the pet. So went back, talked to Shanty. Have to go back to the little girl. She's going to want us to sort out another bucket of grain, which of course is super easy with the pet. And then I just accepted a friend of mine into the guild. Just opened the guild menu with Alt-U and accepted him in there. Went back and talked to the little girl. Went some more to Shanty. And this quest is done with the benefit of getting a bunch of gold, which is a premium currency that's super valuable in this game. Now we can finally move on to meeting the priest.
Anything exciting going on today?
So we'll just zip through all that. And we'll go ahead and meet the priest in the church. We'll have a conversation with him, a little cutscene, and then he's going to give us a couple of cards. So to add these cards to our collection, we'll go ahead and open up our inventory and right-click on them. And then we'll go ahead and head out of the church.
Tribulations and joy are part of the God's will.
I can't believe these demons.
So before we get out of town, we want to go over here and claim some rewards and then talk to the vendor and sell some equipment that we're not using. Obviously, this is old equipment that was dropped that we've replaced with better stuff. You want to make sure you keep your inventory pretty clean because you can run out of space. Weight is not an issue, but space can be. So I get rid of everything that I'm not going to use.
Hey, have you heard? Demons have appeared on Ankumo Mountain.
Then I use some ancient gold coins basically to, get some shillings. And now I'm going to go down to the repairer. I repair some equipment. Now I'm going to go to the storage warehouse. For now, I'm just going to put a bunch of stuff in the storage warehouse, like a bunch of the platinum chests that I won't need until much later. So I'll just sort of power through that too. So I just cut out about 20 minutes of inventory management here. Figured you didn't want to see that, and realized that I need to go back to the church. Oops, I probably should have done that when I was in there in the first place, but no matter. So now that's done, I run out of the church and open up my map. And I notice that we, of course, need to go back to Log Hill, but rather than running out through the main door, which a lot of people would do, I just click on the compass marker, see the triport, and triport right to Log Hill. Saves you a lot of time. In reality, I didn't even really need to run out of the church. I could have just done that from inside the church. But hey, nobody's perfect.
You useless porters. Once you pass the rugged Akumo Mountains, you'll arrive at the wide-open salt plains.
And I just got some more skill points. So what am I going to pick? I'm actually going to add 4 more points in Stigma because I can't actually get Dissonance any higher at this point. I just don't have enough points right now at this point. At this point, I ended up going back into Toxiclaw Cavern, mainly because a friend of mine had located all of the Mokoko seeds in the cavern. So I figured I'd shorten this by just showing you a montage of all the Mokoko seed locations inside the cavern. This is one of the problems with the current map of Mokoko seed locations. It's not up to date with the release, so it's just from beta, I guess. This one we already got the first time we were here, but I figured I'd show it anyway. There's one more right before the gate to the boss. This guy keeps interrupting me, so just gotta kill him first. Alright, grab that last Mokoko seed. And then we should be good. As you can see on the map, there are 6 of them, and we've got 6. So we go back out to Log Hill because we're not going to walk all the way that way. And we can't immediately transport into the next zone, Akuma Mountain, so we have to go to the triport. And now it's time to go on to Akuma Mountain, so we just have to run up the path here. And there's actually a spot quest that comes up, and all you really have to do for this quest is just ride your mount across the bridge, which is obviously very easy. So that's going to about do it for this episode of The Lost Oak Bird. Definitely appreciate everybody watching. We will be back soon, starting with Akuma Mountain, and continue on with our adventure. So until then, everybody have a good one.